Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of this knife, the Shieldon Knives Bulbasaur Folding Knife. You're at the We All Juggle Knives channel, by the way. Welcome, one and all. So this knife has G10 handle scales. The blade length is 3.66 inches. The weight is only 4.4 ounces. It is a liner lock. As you can see, this has a leaf-shaped blade with a very wide grind area, and it is also very pointed. This reminds me of barong machetes, which we have in the Philippines, which are renowned for their slicing ability and their piercing ability. This has a ceramic ball-bearing pivot, which makes the deployment very smooth. All right, and the deployment method is that index flipper, which is designed perfectly, and I'll show more of that later. Look at that blade shape. This definitely has a winning blade shape to my mind. This does have a mirror finish on the blade, skeletonized pocket clip, open construction. It's also got skeletonized steel liners, right? Lanyard hole as well. The steel here is 14C28N. That is a Swedish stainless steel made by Sandvik, a very renowned company. I'm very familiar with their products. They make high quality steel. Okay, let's cut some things. We got some heavy-duty nylon strap material, and usually you would use an aggressive serrated knife to cut this. So if your plain edge can cut the way a rescue knife would, that's always a good sign. Alright, next up, got some whittling. That is some basswood there. Sped up the footage a little bit, but the weather has finally turned. It was quite cold that day. I hope you are all doing well these days in these tough times. Oh, and apologies for any wind noise. We had gusting, blustery, cold winds, and there are also many birds in the background that wanted to participate in the video. But yeah, the first thing I liked about this knife was the blade shape. And then when I heard that it uses a Sandvik steel, I became even more keen on the knife. Yeah, I have a lot of old school Moras that use a Sandvik stainless steel. Alright, there you see my crayon of the whittling wood. Alright, I'm just showing here the smoothness of the flipping action. This requires no wrist movement whatsoever to deploy the blade. This is how a flipper should be designed. Like, knife companies, take note. Just make your flipper the way Shieldon Knives has made this flipper. One of my packs. Alright, we got some food prep coming up. This is also meal prep. Literally cutting up my breakfast. We're going to make some salad with these peppers. And I'm also cutting up some for tomorrow's breakfast as well. Now, I think a lot of people will just use their folding knives for light cutting chores like opening a mailer. But here on my channel, we're going to cut a bunch of different things anyway, even if you, I don't know if you would use this as a kitchen knife, but perhaps out in the field, your camp kitchen or whatnot. But yeah, that broad blade kind of reminded me of a Santoku style kitchen blade, so there you go. Right, and I'm no Martha Stewart by any means, but there is my cucumber salad. They say to eat the rainbow. I hope you're all staying healthy these days. It's very important. Okay, initial sharpness. This was before I cut anything else. Let's see this. Just listen. As you can see, they did an excellent job on that edge. Definitely no complaints. It had a very high level of initial sharpness. That's what we like to see. So definitely good job by Shieldon Knives on that. All right, what are my final thoughts on this Bulbasaur, the attack of the Bulbasaur? Well, this Bulbasaur definitely kicked some butt, I would say. I did check out many of the different models that Shieldon Knives has up in their Amazon store, and my conclusion was that this was the best knife. Now, I haven't tried all their knives, but just looking at, for example, the blade shape, the steel, I feel this is one of their best and strongest models. The things I like, well, the blade shape, slicing and piercing machine, right, and also good for shearing cuts. The other thing I like is this Sandvik stainless steel. I've never had any problem with that steel. It sharpens up very nicely. It is corrosion resistant, which is good in the, it's all wet and nasty where I live, and then in the summers it's like humid, so that is a good thing. The surprise here was how smooth the pivot is, how well designed the flipper was. That's something I could not see in the picture, right? I had to have this in hand to experience that. Yeah, excellent deployment. That blade, that would look awesome. So yeah, kind of more color and handle scale options. That's what I would recommend. But other than that, I'm very happy with this, and I'm really glad that I picked it up. It was $70, and I feel that price is pretty reasonable given the design and the materials. Now, the one position pocket clip, people may not like that, but they compensate by giving you that excellent quality pouch. So there you go. Can't have everything. And of course, you know, a lot of people prefer lock back, frame lock. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to come out with one, but for light cutting chores, you know, a liner lock is okay. I'm, you know, not recommending it for battle or anything, but I like the knife. This is the first knife I have ever tried by this brand, but I definitely like it enough that I'm going to keep my eye on their products in the future. I will include links if you want to pick this up or just look at the stats. The links will be below in the text description box below the video. They do have an Amazon store with many different models. Check those out. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.